இந்த வீடியோவில் நாம் யூஜிடிஆர்பி ஃபிசிக்ஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா அதுலேருந்து கொஷின் அண்ட் ஆன்சர்ஸ் பார்க்க போகிறோம். Entropy remains constant in adiabatic process. Answer: adiabatic process. The area of Carnot cycle on a TS diagram represents. The area of Carnot cycle on a TS diagram represents work done in a cycle. Answer: work done in a cycle. The general expression Fermi energy of a metal at 0 Kelvin is. The general expression Fermi energy of a metal at 0 Kelvin is. Answer: 3.65 into 10 power minus 19 into n power 2 by 3 electron volt. Answer: 3.65 into 10 power minus 19 into n power 2 by 3 electron volt. The Gibbs function G in thermodynamics is defined as G equal to H minus Ts. இது general meaning தான். In an isobaric reversible process G is isobaric reversible process G வந்து remains constant but not zero. Answer: remains constant but not zero. The canonical in a canonical ensemble. The canonical ensemble temperature and density are constant. Answer: temperature and density are constant. Klystron can be used as microwave oscillator. Klystron வந்து எங்க யூஸ் பண்றாங்கன்னா microwave oscillator. The disadvantage of two cavity klystron is that it can be used only at operating frequency. Disadvantage என்ன அப்படின்னா it can be used only at operating frequency. The frequency of a cyclotron is psi equal to Be by m. Answer: psi equal to Be by m. Bose-Einstein statistics is applied to the system. Bose-Einstein statistics is applied to the system. Identical, indistinguishable and not obeying Pauli's exclusion principle. இந்த ஒரு Bose-Einstein statistics வந்து அப்ளை பண்ணுறோம் அந்த சிஸ்டம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா ஐடென்டிக்கல், indistinguishable and not obeying Pauli's exclusion principle. Next, the macrostat is defined by pressure, temperature and volume of the gas. Macrostat வந்து எது டிஃபைன் பண்ணுதுன்னா pressure, temperature and volume of the gas. Dielectric strength is independent of temperature. Dielectric strength வந்து எப்படி இருக்குன்னா டெம்பரேச்சருக்கு இண்டிபெண்டா இருக்கு. Raman effect produces symmetrically displaced Raman lines. Raman effect produces symmetrically displaced Raman lines. A prolate symmetric top molecule has IA is not equal to IB is not equal to IC. மூணுமே not equal to இருக்கு. IA, IB, IC மூணுமே not equal to. The selection rule for rotational transition is del J is equal to plus or minus 1. Answer: del J is equal to plus or minus 1. Law of addition of velocities applies only when the two velocities are in. Law of addition of velocities applies only when the two velocities are in perpendicular direction. Answer: perpendicular direction. The mechanism of interactions in infrared spectrum is change of electron distribution. Answer: change of electron distribution. Next, gamma ray emission and subsequent reabsorption result in molecular spectroscopy. Answer: molecular spectroscopy. Metal semiconductor junction diode is Schottky barrier diode. Answer: Schottky barrier diode. The specific heat capacity of Debye's law is The specific heat capacity of the Bayes law is proportional to the temperature at low temperatures. Proportional to the temperature at low temperatures. The variables in Maxwell's thermodynamic relations are the variables in Maxwell's thermodynamic relations are temperature and pressure. Answer: temperature and pressure. The condition for the heat flow are specified in the condition for the heat flow are specified in third law of thermodynamics. Answer: third law of thermodynamics. The induced magnetic moment is opposite to the direction of applied field is. The induced magnetic moment is opposite to the direction of applied is. Answer: ferromagnetic substance. Answer: ferromagnetic substance. If a sphere is carried by an observer in motion, it will appear for an observed rest as. If a sphere is carried by an observer in motion, it will appear for an observed rest as plane surface. Answer: plane surface. Next, if a light source moves with a velocity v towards an observer at rest, the velocity of light c as observed by him is. Answer: c. If a light source moves with a velocity v towards an observer at rest, the velocity of light c as observed by him is. Answer: c. The wave produced by an oscillating electric dipole is. The wave produced by an oscillating electric dipole is a wave. என்ன wave produce ஆகும்னாக்கா elliptical wave. Oscillating electric dipole wave produce ஆகுதுல அது என்ன wave அப்படின்னா elliptical wave. The vector E cross H represents square of energy flux. Answer: square of energy flux. Gibbs function is. Gibbs function எப்படி இருக்குன்னா constant in an adiabatic process. Adiabatic processல Gibbs function வந்து என்னவா இருக்குன்னா கான்ஸ்டன்டா இருக்கு. In case of liquid helium, the lambda point corresponds to. In case of liquid helium, the lambda point corresponds to 2.186 K. Answer: 2.186 K. As the temperature of the filament is doubled, thermionic current is. As the temperature of the filament is doubled, thermionic current increases 4 times. Answer: it increases 4 times. If the external torque on a rotating body is 0, the physical quantity when remains unchanged is. If the external torque on a rotating body is 0, the physical quantity when remain unchanged is. Answer: angular momentum. The product of inertia of a body about the principal axis are. The product of inertia of a body about the principal axis are 0. Answer: 0.